Hello, everybody. My name is Ed. I'm in my armchair, and the smoking lamp is lit. Second day of Pipe Week. And guess what I'm smoking? My favorite pipe. For Meerschaum Monday of Pipe Week. This is a beautiful pipe that I bought in a kind of a charity auction. I saw it, I liked it, and when it's in an auction, if I decide I want it, I can't be outbid. That's just the way it is. But it was Uncle Phil's cellar. You can remember him. Hasn't been around much lately. He had this and one other pipe. Onion. 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Bought the t'other. And there we go. Look at that. Uncle Phil wasn't sure if it was a man or a woman, but it's like, no, this is a woman. This is, you can see, probably meant to be roses. Roses, top and the hat and everything. Kind of like she was in the looking at the Kentucky Derby. So, today, second day of Pipe Week, what I'm going to be showing you are the Meerschaums that I have that are basically called facial. Because I'm not going to show all of my Meerschaums. I got too many for one video. But anywho, this one, again, Beauteous Megamus Maximus. That's Latin, you know. So the second one I'm going to show you is another big, heavy, and I like these, heavy Meerschaum. This guy, a Viking. This one I got from a fellowman, What's up? Bert from England. It's funny because the first pipe was donated by Bernie. And in communication with him, I found out that he donated this pipe, and he had a Meerschaum that he broke the stem. And if I could fix it, I could have it. So do you see it? Right. It's hard to see. Although I probably still could have done a little bit better job of this. But got kind of a epoxy resin, specialty kind of stuff, and then put the ring on it, because this is where it was broken. So I got a second Meerschaum from Bernie. Next. Take a look at this guy. kind of a, I guess, cavalier type person. This one, Bernie also. He must love these thick Meerschaums, or maybe he doesn't, and that's how I got them. A little later on, Bernie mentioned that he had actually a few pipes. So, and one was a Meerschaum that needed a stem. So I got a stem, and he offered it to me. He also sent a few little pipes that what we did, because we wanted to give this stuff away, we made little kits. So these are just basic pipes. I made a little kit, gave them pipe cleaners, a check tool, some matches from Briar Blues. And then just wrapped them, put them in a blank or bag, and I gave them to the local Veterans of Foreign War chapter, which I belong to, for anybody that wants to possibly pick up pipe smoking. Oh, also gave them 2 ounces of tobacco. That helps. So we got a bunch of kits like that, and I gave it to them. And what I get for it was that Meerschaum. Great. Now, if you've been along with me on this, you know that one of my favorite Meerschaums is one that my sister got me in Turkey, in Izmir, whatever the town that is, the main one for it. Bought it from the actual carver and gave it to me. Well, she went to Turkey quite a few trips because she was living in Europe at the time. So one of those trips, she gave me this guy. Kind of nice. But this one is a smaller pipe. Great for tasting stuff, or you just want a short little, smoke. Whatever that is. So that was great. Again, from Turkey. But wait, there's more. And she got me another one on a different trip. And there we go. Again, this is a small one. Just a great little pipe for, smoking when you just don't have so much, or new blends, especially stronger blends, ones I'm not sure how bad they would be. They're great. So that's 5 of my facial pipes. And finally, oh, excuse me, this guy, the Sultan. And this one you've seen before, because this was the first Meerschaum I ever bought. And in fact, probably, because I bought this with both my sisters. And so I think that helped me get the other Meerschaums from my sister going into Turkey, because she knew I loved Meerschaums. So, 6 of my Meerschaums that are all facial. So, now, quick little philosophicating with philosopher. If life gives you lemons, make Long Island iced teas. Cheers. Thank you, lads. Always quite astute. So, the next thing, a little story, because just yesterday was Father's Day. So I have another father story. This one, just a little background. When my parents retired, hold on. Yeah. Love my Meerschaums. When my parents retired, we moved back to Pennsylvania. Because really, that's where they're from. And be close to some of the lifetime friends that they've had. A lot of the people in my small little town that my mom grew up in are still there. You know, she had friends that they hung out with that went to grade school with. Anyway, they moved back to eastern Pennsylvania. Little town called Yardley. And lived in a little community called Heathcock Meadows. Remember to take notes. My dad was one of these kind of guys that could just talk to anybody. And did. Just loved talking to people. And he was 6'4", big guy. And, one of those kind of guys that if you met him, you knew him, remembered him. And he used to wear a hat like this, a little bucket hat. In fact, this is the hat that he used to wear all the time when he would take a walk, or actually was outside, but he would take walks throughout the neighborhood. Now, my brother, who was an avid golfer, he was in California playing at a golf tournament, or not a tournament, just a golf course, a good golf course. And he went out as a single. And what they do in golf, for those that aren't golfers, foursome is the most you play with, on any hole. And if you have a group that has like 3, the clubhouse will try and match up with another person to go out, just for economic sake. And of course, some people just don't like playing by themselves. And that's what my brother was doing. He went in as a single and played around the golf with these gentlemen. And when you do that, of course, you're spending 4.5 hours with these gentlemen. You start talking, asking questions about stuff, typical, where you live, or just stuff like that. So he had this one gentleman, and he goes, "Oh, where are you from?" And he goes, "Pennsylvania." So my brother kind of picked up and he goes, "Where?" He goes, "Eastern Pennsylvania." And of course, my brother having also lived there for a while, he goes, whereabouts? And this gentleman said, Yardley. Now my brother really picked up. Where in Yardley? And this gentleman goes, Heathcock Meadows. So my brother asked, well, do you ever see big guy with a goofy green hat walking around? And the gentleman says, you know Bob? What are the odds? Well, that was my dad. Well, I do hope you like this. Tomorrow, Cobb Tuesday. And you're going to be surprised, but yes, I do have some cobs. So I will be observing Cobb Tuesday for the third day of Pipe Week. So I will see you then. So if you like this, remember to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and remember, if you don't like this, you're not going to get to heaven. So may your smoking lamp always be lit. Take care out there.